Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of Executive Superintendents Karen Watts and Barbara Freeman, I am very pleased to welcome you to our weekly practice. My name is Stephen Stroll, and I am the co-director of the New York City Department of Education's Yoga and Mindfulness Teacher Preparation Program, along with my colleague, Beverly Logan. The pilot cohort of YMTP², funded through a generous grant by Brooklyn Borough President Eric L. Adams, graduated this past January, and it is our vision that by 2030, the New York City Department of Education will have a certified yoga and mindfulness teacher in every school. To get us started with today's practice, I'd like to read you a short parable from one of my favorite books called The Tao of Pooh. Now, if we're not up on our Pooh history or our Pooh lineage, just a quick reminder. While Eeyore frets and Piglet hesitates, Rabbit calculates, and Owl pontificates, well, Pooh just is. And Pooh and Rabbit were lost in the forest, and they were searching around the forest trying to find their way back home. And they were running around in circles, chasing their tails, you might say. And they came to a spot in the forest. Well, said Rabbit, after a long silence in which nobody thanked him for the nice walk they were having, we'll better get on, I suppose. Which way shall we try? How would it be, said Pooh slowly, if as soon as we're out of sight of this pit, we try to find it again? Well, what's the good of that, said Rabbit. Well, said Pooh, we keep looking for home and not finding it. So I thought that if we looked for this pit, we'd be sure not to find it, and which would be a good thing, because then we might find something that we weren't looking for which might be just what we were looking for, really. And so I ask as that we begin this practice today that you set your intention, and what you may be looking for isn't what you're going to find through the practice. And if we listen to Pooh and just be, well, that's just fine. So to guide our practice, live from Long Island is Denise Lanier, and from our very own borough of Brooklyn, Leonardo Macias. Starting us off this afternoon is Denise.
Hello, everyone. Hello, all of NYC DOE and other special guests. I come to you today humbly and gratefully. I'm humbled for the opportunity to be able to present this breathing practices and other mindfulness practices that we'll do today. But I am grateful. I'm grateful because both myself and my husband we contracted the COVID-19 virus, and I thankfully and gratefully say that we're survivors. So I know all too important how impactful the power of the breath is. So today we're going to do a practice called balanced breathing or equal breathing, and for others in the yoga world, it's called Samavriti. And so it involves deep breathing through the nose. And so balanced breathing comes from pranayama practices. And pranayama means regulation of the breath, or a pause in the moment of the breath. The goal here is to match the inhales to your exhales. And so this can be done by anyone at any time, in any place. It can be a standalone practice or part of a yoga practice to assist with the breathing during your yoga practice. It is especially beneficial at night, right before going to bed, because balanced breathing has the wonderful benefits of calming the nervous system, releasing stress, and increasing focus. All of which are tools and benefits that we need, so more importantly these days, during this time of uncertainty and unprecedented time. And I know that together we can mindfully move and breathe our way through this and emerge stronger than ever, because that's what we're about. So one important thing that I want to point out before we begin is if you have any congestion or any difficulty breathing during this practice, please feel free to make any adjustments to exhale through your mouth because we'll be using the nose. If that makes you more comfortable, or simply go back to your natural rhythm of breathing. Always practice self-care first. So we're going to begin the practice of balanced breathing, and we're going to use our comfortable seating, or if you feel more comfortable, you may stand. So I'd invite you to take a soft gaze in front of you, or if you're more comfortable, just close your eyes. Your hands could be on your laps or just gently resting by your sides, and just begin to notice your natural rhythm of breathing with regular inhales and exhales effortlessly. Just kind of give yourself 2 to 3 natural breaths, inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. And now we're going to focus our attention. And on this next inhale, I'm going to talk you through it. We're going to begin to inhale slowly for a count of 4. So we're going to inhale together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it for 1 second as your lungs and your belly are filled with air. And then we're going to exhale for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just take a moment and notice what it feels like for the emptying of the air in the belly. We're going to repeat this cycle. Again, inhaling for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 1 second. And exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's repeat that on your own. And you can say this out loud or to yourself. There's no need, as you continue this process, to keep up with my count. Listen to your body, listen to your own count, and make adjustments as needed. And as you come out of the exhale, we're going to take our last cycle together. You ready? On an inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 1 second and exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great job, everyone. Just a special note that as you continue to practice, if you choose this breathing cycle and you begin to feel more comfortable with it, you may want to choose to just gradually increase the count and the duration to a count of 6 or a count of 8 for the inhale, hold, and exhale cycle. It's merely and purely up to you. I thank you for joining me in this breathing practice, and I now turn it over to my colleague and fellow certified yoga and mindfulness teacher, Leo Macias.
Welcome. And thank you for allowing me into your home and for taking this opportunity to engage in a yoga practice that is rooted in balance. Before I begin, I want to take a moment to revisit the word that our chancellor has made a vital part of our work together: flexibility. But not only flexibility about our expectations of others, but also of ourselves. So please, Do not allow yourself to be held captive by your expectations of what yoga looks like. This is your yoga. It is unique to you. Yoga is not as much about contorting as it is about supporting your needs, supporting you. So in an effort to find that support, please either find a seat where you feel comfortable or stand as we begin to engage in this yoga practice together. Find a position that supports you. If you're seated, make sure that your spine is upright, that your crown is towards the ceiling, that your knees are stacked above your ankles, and that your shoulders are stacked above your hips. If you're standing, do the same. Make sure you have a stance that allows your feet to be as wide as your shoulders, that you feel supported, that you feel comfortable. Let's take a couple of breaths here. Breathing in, breathing out. Allowing the rhythm of your heart to dictate how you breathe. Allow each breath to fill you with nourishment and provide you the alertness needed for our practice. Notice how you feel. Notice any sensations. And if at any point throughout our practice you feel that you need to take a break, please allow yourself the opportunity to experience that compassion that only you can give yourself. Take that moment. Acknowledge how your body is communicating to you. And think clearly of how you will respond. This practice is yours. We'll begin by warming up our spine. Sitting tall, allowing the spine to elongate with knees above our ankles, and shoulders above our hips, crown towards the ceiling. Sit up tall. Feel the integrity of your alignment. Take your chin. Raise it towards the ceiling. Have your shoulders pushed forward. Having your chest go back. Allowing the curvature of your spine to be able to move. Return back to a neutral position. Now take your chin towards your chest. Shoulders forward. Allowing that spine to curl. Returning back to a neutral position. How you feel. Notice those sensations. Now extending your arms out to the sides. Palms facing downward. Tilt to a side of your choice. Allowing the hand that goes above your ear to guide and allow that stretch to be felt throughout. Turning back to a neutral position. Let's do that on the other side as well. Have that hand that goes above your ear guide your stretch. Breathe in and out, allowing the oxygen to fuel you, to turn to a neutral position. Now we're going to twist to a side of your choice again. You are in control here. This is your yoga. Twist, keeping your hips straight forward. Allowing the twist to reinvigorate your spine. Turning back to center. Now we'll do that on the other side as well. Feel the difference. Return to center. Arms down to your side. Keeping the integrity of your alignment. Relax. Feel the difference in your body as we place attention to our spine. The spine that supports you. Now for those that are seated, readjust if necessary. Moving to the front of your chair, making sure that your knees are stacked above your ankles, that your shoulders are stacked above your hips. And if you're standing, take a look at your feet. Make sure they're at shoulder width, that you too are relying on the support of your body to give you that comfort that you need. Allow yourself to breathe. Breathing in and out. Feeling the comfort of your breath. The rhythm of your heartbeat. Allow your chin to face forward. The crown of your head towards the ceiling once again. Arms to your side. And feet firmly planted onto the ground. We'll be taking 3 breaths here. And with every breath, your crown will rise while your limbs ground as a sprouting roots that anchor you. Breathe in and out. Feel yourself growing. Breathe in and out. Feel your crown getting higher. Breathe in, breathe out. Acknowledging your grace. You have arrived at your mountain pose. You are strong. You are fierce. And you are present. I ask that you pause for a moment and feel the sensations in your body, the capability of your mind, and the beat of your heart. You can place your hands to your side, relaxing once again. Maintaining the integrity of your alignment. Feeling the comfort of relaxation. And continue to breathe. Breathe in and out with a breath that supports you. With a breath that nourishes you. Once again, I ask that if you're seated, readjust if necessary. And if you're standing, make sure that your feet are aligned with your shoulders, and that your knees are stacked above your ankles, and that your shoulders stacked above your hips. Extend your arms wide to the side, with palms facing downward. If you're standing, take a wider stance, allowing your feet to create a V shape. If you're sitting, opening your legs, allowing your feet to rest on their heels, and breathe. You are now in star pose. Feel the sensations of that star. And in an effort to expand your balance, I invite you, if you're comfortable, if you feel safe, and if you feel supported, to close your eyes as I guide you through the next couple of breaths. I'll be sure to cue you on when to open them again. In this star pose, we'll take 10 deep breaths in through our nose and out through our mouth. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Notice your lung capacity. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Focus on your breath. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. You are an abundant source of energy. Allow it to shine. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. I remind you that you're doing greatness. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. I applaud you for doing it. You can open your eyes. Bring your arms back down to your sides. Gain the sense of your legs beneath you as you shorten your stance, as you bring your feet back to the ground. And I thank you for being in star pose. A pose that allows your strength to be able to shine. Take a deep breath in and out. Notice the sensations of your body, the rhythm of your heartbeat. Notice how you feel. Acknowledge every part of your body as it vibrates, as it speaks to you. Now I invite you to readjust if necessary, ensuring that your knees are stacked above your ankles and that your shoulders are stacked above your hips, regaining that integrity of your alignment. Choose a hand of your choice. Rise above your knee, face of your palm downward. Picking up one leg that corresponds with that arm, straight out. If you're standing and need to utilize the back of a chair or the support of a wall, please do so. And if you're sitting, if it's easier to keep a bent knee or resting your heel upon the floor, please do so. We'll do this for 3 full, deep breaths. In through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. I invite you to bring back your leg and your arm back to a neutral position. And feel the sensations that brought that. The sensations that may have arisen. Notice any differences. I ask that you do the same on the other side, allowing your hand to come straight forward, palm facing downward. Once again, raising the foot that corresponds with that side. If you're sitting, you can rest it on your heel. If not, you can raise it with a bent or straight knee. If you're standing, utilize the chair or wall for additional support. And let's take 3 deep breaths here. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Return to a neutral position and acknowledge how you feel. Notice any sensation. Notice any difference. Pay close attention to your heart. This is your yoga. You are in control of what it feels like, what it looks like. Take a deep breath in and out, feeling the comfort of your breath. I invite you to readjust your seat if necessary, your stance if you're standing, to ensure that your knees are stacked above your ankles and that your shoulders are stacked above your hips. I ask that you take both hands and raise them in front of you, palms facing downward. Take a deep breath. We'll be moving into chair pose. For those that are seated, you're going to want to shift forward, feeling the weight being transferred to your thighs. And if you're standing, with your arms extended forward, slightly bend your knees, squatting into a slight chair. For those that are standing, if you need additional intensity, feel free to raise your arms above your head. And if you're seated, you're looking for additional intensity. Shift the weight from your thighs to your feet, slightly hovering over your chair. Let's breathe here for 3 deep breaths. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Returning back to a neutral position, lowering your arms to your side, feeling the tension released from your thighs. And notice any differences. Notice how you feel. Pay close attention to your heartbeat. Let's take a couple of deep breaths here. I ask you to take your hands above your head, the palms of your arms, your hands, have them touch. In a swooping motion as if tracing a heart. Please allow them to separate and once again meet at the bottom in a cupping motion, creating a heart as we breathe in, breathe out, reversing that motion, allowing yourself to create these hearts which can transcend the screens. And we send these hearts with love. From my home to yours, I remind you to embrace your grace. Until next time, I'll be thinking of you. I leave you in great hands. Denise, back over to you.
Thank you so much, Leo, for that just wonderful and beautifully illustrated yoga practice of chair yoga. It's such a great and nice segue into our final practice, which is a mindfulness technique called loving kindness, also known as well wishes. And so during this well-wishing practice, we're going to be training our awareness to focus on one specific point. And in this case, it's going to be our thoughts of love, kindness, and compassion. In a philosophy of yoga, there's a belief that every thought and action shapes who we are in big and small ways. So let us continue to support and shape the minds and hearts of students and families and each other all around the city as only we can. I also want to remind you that in these times it's ever important for us to all also remember to be gentle, flexible, and extend grace to ourselves first. So during this practice, don't get frustrated if your mind begins to wander during this practice. The act of just noticing that the mind has wandered and bringing it back to the point of focus, well, that's actually the strengthening part of the practice. So let's begin this loving kindness meditation. So I invite you again to establish a relaxed yet alert posture, sitting in your comfortable seat, or if you want to stand, that's okay too. You can have your eyes closed, which I may do from time to time during the practice, or you can have a soft gaze in front of you. You can have your palms rest with them facing the ceiling, resting gently on your legs, on your thighs, or on your sides, whichever is most comfortable for you. I invite you to just lift your chest up and slightly shift your shoulders back to open up your heart space. And we're going to just begin with what's called the complete breath, just 1 or 2 cycles of that. And so I invite you, if you'd like, to just place one hand over your belly or your chest and one over your ribs or your belly, anywhere in between here. And just begin to breathe in and inhale on the nose, and feel the air as you breathe in. And try and see if you can follow it. See if you can feel the air as you inhale through the nose, into the chest, through the ribs, and into the belly. See if you can see it and feel it as you exhale. What sensations are you feeling? From the belly, through the ribs, through the chest. Continue the inhale through the chest, to the ribs, and to the belly. And see if you notice the rise and the fall as you inhale and exhale. Notice the expansion of your belly and the contraction. Are you noticing a rise and a fall in your chest? And on your next exhale, you can relax your hands and bring them back to a seated position. And now that we're in a more relaxed position, I hope, I want you to just return to your natural rhythm of effortlessly breathing. And while we're in this warm, comfortable, peaceful space, I invite you to shift your focus to yourself, exactly as you are right now. No need to change just anything. And I invite you to offer yourself the following well wishes by repeating to yourself or out loud. May I be safe. May I be happy. May I be free. May I be at peace. And let's seal that in with a nice deep breath in and an exhale. And I invite you to just allow your focus to shift to now a loved one. And let's extend the same compassion and well wishes to them as fully and as vividly as your heart and your mind can hold. And say out loud or silently to yourself, may you be safe. May you be happy. May you be free. May you be at peace. Again, we'll seal it in with a nice deep breath in and releasing it. And following the same pattern, I would ask that you try and shift your focus next to a student or a child you may know. And definitely extend to them the same compassion and love and kindness. And let's say, may you be safe. May you be happy. May you be free. May you be at peace. Let's all take a deep inhale in and exhale. Let's settle there for 1 second. Just soak up the sensations. And now I invite you to shift your focus and send some compassion and kindness to the first responders, and other essential workers, the staff that are staffing our rec centers. And repeat, may you be safe. May you be happy. May you be free. May you be at peace. And let's seal it in with an inhale and releasing with a nice exhale. And we'll move and shift our focus to extend love, kindness, and compassion to all beings everywhere in the world. And say, may you be happy. May you be safe. May you be free. May you be at peace. And let's seal it in with an inhale. And let it go with an exhale. And finally allow your focus to come back to the natural rhythm of your breath. And I ask that you just take a moment or two and simply notice how and what you're feeling after this well-wishing meditation. And let's seal that in with an inhale. And release it with an exhale. And I want to leave you with some food for thought. There's some research on the benefits of this practice, and they've indicated that after repeated and continued practice of well-wishing, individuals have reported an increase in positive emotions, stronger social connections. They've demonstrated greater altruistic behavior and reduced implicit bias with regards to other people. Some powerful stuff. Imagine that. So remember to smile on the inside and send love and compassion all around you, to yourself, to the students, to everyone in the world. I thank you again for your time and attention today, and I hope you enjoyed the practice. I now turn it over to Beverly Logan, Student Services Director for Brooklyn South Borough Office. She's amazing. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you, Denise and Leo, for that wonderful experience today. Incredible, incredible, incredible job. I wish you all a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And let's continue with the well wishes and reaching out. Take this time this weekend to reach out to someone you have not spoken to do a check-in and wish them well. Because let's continue to be that star that we were earlier with Leo, to brighten up the world. I thank you again, and I look forward to seeing you next Friday, same yoga time, same yoga channel, through the YMTP² program. Have a wonderful weekend.